I got to the Zine Fest pretty early. It was in the library and it had this very strange baby. It was kind of funny. Everyone was setting up. I was on the second floor and I decided to do half a table because I've kind of figured out after a year of vending the best way to consolidate space. And it's also a form of laziness because I don't really like to haul a table everywhere I go on top of all this stuff. I think also an exciting thing about doing a half table is that you never know who you're going to end up next to, and luckily for me, everyone who I've vended next to at these events have always been super nice, super welcoming. I think in the art community, at least in Tampa, all the artists uplift each other. They do what they can to, support each other. It is a zine fest, but I brought charms and stickers and some prints just to give my booth a bit more variety. I think something I've come to value with in my art, at least in these products, is just bright colors. Something that's very eye-catching, very cute, I guess, is something that I'd use to describe my works, which is kind of like the feedback I get from everyone who walks by my booth. I was really excited to try out zines because I've never made them before, but I could really put my heart and soul into them, make them as vulnerable as I wanted, because zines are pretty much about anything you want. And I realized with my big zines, people were overlooking them because they didn't know what exactly they were about. I ripped out pages in my sketchbook and just wrote short little descriptions, and that made people resonate with it more. I got a lot of comments about how I was very brave for making zines about my depression and my anxiety. It felt nice to be seen. Everyone else around me had such cool stuff. I really didn't get to film a lot here, but I tried to film as much as I could with the people around me. There was quite a lot of foot traffic, and I got to meet one of my favorite artists, Sketches of Shay. They actually gave me a free zine and a sticker, and they got my Loser Daughter zine, which really meant a lot. The Zine Fest just ended. I just packed everything up, and it was honestly such a wonderful experience. I met so many amazing zinesters. I got a free bag, and this bag is filled with zines. I have to be out of here by 4, so I have about 10 minutes to get my shit and leave, but I just wanted to check in that it was a lovely time and I would love to do more zine fest in the future. I think my vulnerable zines, like about depression and social anxiety, really resonated with people, even older people, and it just means a lot. I'm about to drive home, but I am so happy with the community, the art community in Tampa and in St. Pete. After my market tomorrow, I'm taking a break for a little bit, and I'm really looking forward to attending these events as just like a patron instead of a vendor, because the only downside to running booths and vending by myself is that I don't really have time to go all over the event because I was on the second floor. But other vendors came and talked to me, and I exchanged information with so many people, and it's just such a lovely time. I think zines really bring people together regardless of what they're about, and I'm just truly grateful for the experience, and I'm really hungry, so I'm gonna go home and get some food. I just got home. I got so much cool stuff at the Zine Fest. I met so many cool people. It was really nice being able to explain some of my zines, especially the more personal ones. I realized that people were kind of overlooking the bigger ones. So I wrote on like my tiny sketchbook like explanations for them, and then that drove more people, and then they ended up selling the most out of my zines. I don't know, I have so much to go through, but I got home and my new gouache came in, so I'm just gonna spend the rest of the night sketchbooking and just relaxing. And thankfully my market tomorrow is in like the same area, so I don't really need to do much. I think I might bring a couple more stickers or something because I'm running low, and maybe like an original painting or something, because I've optimized my setup to where it's more vertical and it's like a lot smaller than it usually is, but I have a 10-foot space tomorrow, so I just have to figure out what to do because I don't want to take apart everything out of like my suitcase and just add more stuff. I'll figure it out. But I'm excited. It was really funny because my friends who were tabling next to me are going to be at the same market tomorrow, so we left and we were like, yeah, see you tomorrow. So I'm excited. It's to like paint because I ran out of white paint last night when I was painting these little green guys in my sketchbook during a D&D, online D&D session that my boyfriend runs. I was really happy because I brought my Gone Fishin' sticker as kind of like a test run, and a lot of it sold, so I'm really excited about that. My cats are very happy that I'm home, I think. Are you happy? No. I need a mental health break. I've been doing markets every weekend for a year straight. February 7th was my first anniversary of doing markets. So March, I'm treating it like mental health reset March because I've been feeling extremely burnt out. I also have been sort of struggling with like the imposter syndrome, and like I launched my online shop to not get a single sale. So that was also very discouraging, but being around people and being around community always reminds me that there's value in interpersonal connections and meeting people in person, so it's okay. I just have to give it time and believe in myself and go back to just creating art because I want to. And then if I like it, then I can turn it into a sticker or something. And I'm really like powered up, like pumped up and like inspired to make more zines and try out different mediums and focus on rest and recovery and just doing what I can to feel like myself again. That is all I have for you today. It was such a lovely experience at the Zine Fest. I definitely want to do more Zine Fests in the future, and I just love making zines. I love collecting them and reading them. You get so many different perspectives and learning so much about different people, and it was amazing. And I'm very honored that I was chosen to table at this event, which grows every single year. I hope maybe next year they will accept me again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thanks for coming along this little zine journey with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!